Good morning, everyone, from Ventura. You can see the sun starting to come up over the city, the ocean in the background, but in the foreground, devastation. Entire neighborhoods that look like they have been wiped off the map. Look, this house, all that's left standing is the chimney stack. If you look behind it, you see the street below, and you see more houses that have been destroyed by the Thomas fire. The last we heard, and this update was from 2 a.m. from the Ventura County Fire Department, this fire was at 50,000 acres, 0% contained. They've been working on it overnight. We're still waiting for an update on those numbers. But you look at this house, it's gone. Then you walk down the street and you see house after house, row after row of devastation. This house is gone. That house is gone. There's a member of the Long Beach Fire Department walking up. You can see some hot spots still smoldering on the hillside above it. Again, this is in Ventura. If you're just joining us, this is from the Thomas fire. We are in one of the neighborhoods up on the hillside, and you really get a sense right now that the sun is up, of just how bad it was. Talking to some of these firefighters, they were here all night and witnessed all of this go up in flames. Lots of fire trucks still in the area, keeping an eye on these, what's left of these homes at least, and trying to make sure that nothing else sparks up. Amazingly, again, I want to point out, a lot of these houses, all that's left is just a chimney from their fireplace. And look at this car. The metal shell remains, and there is nothing left inside. Just the frames of the seats, the steering column right there, not even a dashboard. Barely recognizable from the inside. You can see, though, it was some type of small SUV from the outside. More firefighters still here. They're regrouping now as they get ready for the morning. And then you look across the street, and this is what's amazing about these wildfires. Some homes get destroyed, others are fine, and they can be right next door to each other. Here's another interesting thing I saw that I wanted to point out. You see a fire hose down here connected to a fire hydrant. Even this got damaged by the fire. Look at the edge of this hose. That was burned as well. So for those of you just joining again, this is Jared Aarons from 10 News, and I'm walking you through a neighborhood right now that was devastated by the Thomas fire. The last numbers we've heard, 50,000 acres, 0% contained. The plan for today is to use the low winds that they're expecting today to try and get ahead of this fire, put up some airplanes, some helicopters, and try and get this thing contained, because it's going to get worse wind-wise over the weekend. Again, you see more hoses that were left behind by firefighters as this fire raged over the last 24 to 48 hours. And the reason I'm walking you behind these houses, folks, is there's a really great vista point coming up here. I want to show you the scope of this fire, because I think you can really get a good idea of just how bad it was when you see the mountain range behind these homes. Everything that is dark was burned. And let me give you some perspective on this. 50,000 acres is roughly the size of the city of Baltimore. That's what's been destroyed so far here in Ventura County. And you see the charred side of the mountain, and then you see how it goes all the way through the mountain range. And look at this damage. To Ari, who was asking if there's any access to Southview Circle yet, I don't believe so. I haven't been able to check on individual streets. My apologies to you for that. I'm also a little unfamiliar with the area about specifics, because I live in San Diego right now. We just came up this morning to help with some of this coverage. But again, you see this panorama, this vista, and how bad this fire was. And this is just a small slice of the fire, because this fire goes even further north, up the 33 all the way to Ojai. And that's where the firefight is right now. They're trying to keep it from jumping the 33. They're trying to keep it from jumping the 101 to the south of Ventura, and make sure that they can try and get it contained. So it's horrible to see everything this morning. A lot of people that live in these homes have no idea if their homes was one of the lucky ones like this one that survived the fire, or if it was one of the unlucky ones like all of the ones we showed you just earlier that didn't make it. Sad to see all of the devastation. Impressive, though, to see all of the teamwork, if you will, from all of the different fire departments that have been here this morning. Not just Ventura County, Not just Ojai, not just the ones that are local to this area, but you see these trucks. These are from Long Beach. I ran into a crew earlier today from Chula Vista, from our backyard down in San Diego. They said there were also some crews from Lakeside, Rancho Bernardo, Poway, basically everywhere in Southern California. And remember, this is just one of 4 fires that's burning right now in Southern California, possibly even that number up to 5 because of what just happened on the 405 around Skirball and Getty Center, where another fire popped up. So fire departments are stretched thin this morning, trying to keep all of this under control all around Southern California. We'll stay on top of this throughout the rest of the day. We're going to head to the evacuation center next here in Ventura and see what's going on down there. That's also where the command post is, where they're going to be giving updates throughout the morning about how bad it has gotten and what the plan is for the rest of the day. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Stay with us here on 10 News and also on my Facebook page and on my Twitter page at 10 News Errands for updates throughout the day. I'll see you guys later.